Hello and welcome to Rehabxpanded. Today we're going to go over 5 different hip flexor stretches. Now, stretching the flexors is important because it allows us to activate our glutes properly, prevent lower back pain, and increase range of motion. So when you're ready, join me on the mat. We're going to start in a kneeling position. Bringing one foot in front, I want you to notice your back, so no arching of the lower back. Tuck your pelvis under to posteriorly tilt that pelvis, creating a nice drawstring from your hips all the way up to the top of your head. For our first one, you should feel it already. If you don't, we're going to go into our second position. So kneeling forwards, keeping that posterior tuck of the pelvis, you're going to press your hips forwards and then you should really start to feel a nice deep stretch in that hip flexor. If you want even more, we can involve the quadriceps. So you're going to lift up that foot and you're going to grab hold, pulling onto that quad and then pushing the hips forward. Again, keeping that tilt in the pelvis is so important as to not lose the stretch in the quadriceps. Once you've got that and you're comfortable, we're going to move into an active stretch of the hip flexor. So maintaining the grip on the foot, you're going to rock forwards and back. As you rock forwards, you can untuck the hips slightly, but try and keep them tucked as much as you can. Keep the belly button drawing in and keep it nice and controlled. Remember to move slowly and in a controlled manner and never stretch past a pain of 3 or 4 out of 10.
If I could take you back to my youth, show you what I wish I knew.
For our fourth hip flexor stretch, you're going to release that foot, keep the tuck in the pelvis and reach the arm up towards the sky. Slightly bend over the front knee. When I return from my skin and bone, I'm remembering the words you told me. Coming into our final stretch for our hip flexors, you're going to come up into a lunge position. Notice my back leg, so keep the pelvis tucked even if that means you need to bend the back leg slightly. Keeping the tuck in the pelvis, you're going to drop that knee down and bring it back up. As you keep going, I want you to try and straighten that back leg a little bit more without untucking the hips. As you can see, my hip flexors are quite tight, so I have to keep them bent. But anyway guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Those were 5 hip flexor stretches that you can try. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.